Sometimes when it comes to toy hunting, the nighttime is the right time. We just got out of Target and check it out. We've got Indiana Jones 6-inch action figure and Marion Ravenwood. It's time to get funky with the monkey. Let's open these up and have some fun. Welcome everybody to Collecting Star Wars. Well, we're back in the studio to bring you another exciting Indiana Jones action figure review. This time, it's Hasbro's Indiana Jones Adventure Series, Indiana Jones from the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Marion Ravenwood. So excited to get these from Target and bring them home to review for you. But hey, less talk, more action figure. Let's get this party started on Collecting Star Wars.
All too easy.
And here's Indiana Jones and Marion Ravenwood out of the box and ready to rock. Let's start with a close-up look at these figures, kicking it off with Indiana Jones. And I gotta tell you, Hasbro, I think, undersold this guy. Their promotional image didn't quite capture him, but if you see him on your buddy's shelf, you're gonna be like, dang, that's a really good Indiana Jones action figure. And once you see him in person, you're gonna want him. And that's exactly how I feel about this guy. Great details. That leather jacket just looks the part. Rugged and wrinkled and just perfect Indiana Jones. Look at the nice little paint scuffs on the back there. Worn in, excellent. The pants, the shirt, he's got a gun holster. He's got a loop for his whip to hang on. Belt buckles are nice. And the ruggedness of the pant legs down to the boots. I really think they've nailed the likeness. They've nailed the image. So much about this guy really comes through. His articulation isn't going to blow you away, but Indy isn't a superhero. He's an extraordinary everyman who goes on impossible adventures, defies the odds, has his flaws, but still comes out tried and true and tough enough to get the job done. So he's going to give you, single jointed elbow. He's got a little bit of flex in that, not quite butterfly, but check it out. He's going to be able to get that arm pretty far back there, which is great when you're cracking a whip. So that's really good. The head turns, the hat doesn't come off, but it gives you a lot of inflection. Looks about that high up, that far down. And man, those piercing eyes, the 5 o'clock shadow, that is not a bad Harrison Ford at all. And the hat came out great. It's got some flex to it. It bends, even if it doesn't come off. I don't think you need it to. How many times are you really going to have Indy with his hat off? Maybe in a scene where he's reaching for it if you want to set that kind of display up. But man, you're going to want it on. And so you're not going to be disappointed with how he looks. Single joint in the knee as well. And a little bit of rocker and back and forth with the feet. So no ab crunch, but he's got waist swivel. And I think you're going to be happy with this guy. Again, in person, he looks the part. That is Indiana Jones rocking on your shelf and a lot of fun. So let's take a look at Marion next. All right, let's bring Marion in close because she is really spectacular. The likeness of Karen Allen, adorable. Look at that, great profile. The eyes are bright. The lips came out nicely, and the hair really well sculpted. It's got some flex to it, so it doesn't hinder her movement in the neck or head very much. It gets in the way a little bit, but with its soft flex and bend, you can still get a lot of emotion out of her, which is just what you want in their character. I love how they've got the little stitch work on her blouse really came through. That red is vibrant, and it really looks like the costume that she wore, flowing and billowy, as well as those puffy pants and those great shoes. You're not going to get a tremendous amount of movement there. I think it bends where it needs to. It's at least flat instead of a heel, which is going to make her stand up much better than a high heel would. Single jointed knee and elbow as well. But yeah, I like how she came out. Twist at the waist and a little bit of, yeah, she's got some hula hoop action going on. So that's pretty great. So terrific. Really like this figure. I think they pair well together, which is why I wanted to pick both of them up to have them as a set. Didn't necessarily just want Indy on his own. But the more I have fun with these figures, the more I think I just might be picking up the whole first wave. Didn't have it intentionally in mind to do that, but once you get them in hand, you really are pleased with how great these turned out. I mean, take one look again at her. Magnificent. Really well done. So to get them all and to build the arc, I think is worth your while, especially since, and I haven't really gone over accessories yet, and I saw this mentioned in Vern's video from Oakhurst Studios. If you haven't seen his review, please do. I'll put a link in the description. He did an excellent job. Vern is a stop motion master, and he does great action figure reviews. And one of the things that he mentioned is that I think he got Tote, and Tote comes with an end and a side of the arc, and Marion comes with an end and a side of the arc. So the thing is, whether you're putting it in on this side, it snaps in just fine, or if you're putting it on this side, it also snaps in just fine. So what I'm getting at is, if you can't find Marion or you can't find Tote, you just need to buy 2 of 1, because then you'll get an end and a side, and you'll be able to get the arc. Unless I'm mistaken with how they attach, but it doesn't look like I am, because they attach just fine to either side. So if for some reason you can only find one, but you can't find the other, not to worry. Hasbro gave you multiple chances at getting an end and a side to build that arc, which, hey, I'm kind of surprised that Hasbro would do that. So if there's a way to build an arc without buying every figure, well, there you go. Works to the collector's advantage. Speaking of accessories, you can't forget about the monkey. So let's check him out. Pretty cool. He's got arms that bend. His head turns, which is great. Gives you a lot of bend and looking all around. Even his tail gives a little twist there. So that's pretty cool to get all that articulation out of a monkey. And he's got a nice little vest with a gold trim. So that is totally fun. Nice little figure there that gives you a lot more than I would expect as far as movement goes. So cool. She also comes with the frying pan, which is, hey, her weapon of choice. Nice silver, big old frying pan. Indy comes with the idol. Excellent. This is definitely something you want. I've already gotten one from my good friend Josh, who made me a beautiful 3D printed one, but this is not a bad backup to use. Here's a little idol butt, so awesome. And you get 2 more pieces of the arc, the cherubim or seraphim, and they're shiny and cool, big bold wings. So they're gonna plug right into the top of the arc, I imagine, as soon as I get that top piece. Indy comes with a pistol. Need that, just all black, classic little 6-shooter. He comes with 2 fists, and he comes with a thumbs up, and more or less holding on to that whip hand. So 6 hands for Indy. Comes with a whip that's already wrapped up, coiled up, that hangs on his belt, and this nice one that would be cool if it were a bendy wire, but you know, you can do a lot of fun stuff with that. Hold it in his hand and whoosh, whoosh, whip it around. So there you go. A lot of fun stuff, a lot of value here for $25 figures. you're getting a ton of stuff from Hasbro, which is not something as collectors that we get to say very often. Good looking figures, lots of accessories, a chance to build the Ark of the Covenant. What more could you ask for? These Indiana Jones figures get 2 thumbs up from me. Let's go. And that's our review of Indiana Jones Adventure Series, Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark action figure, and Marion Ravenwood. Here's Indy and Marion right in front of Marvel Comics Raiders of the Lost Ark issue 2 from 1981. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, follow us on social media. On Twitter, we are at Stevo Says Stuff, and on Instagram, we're collecting Star Wars YouTube. You can even check out our other YouTube channel for inspirational videos, and that's called Devo with Stevo. But until next time, remember, be kind, stay strong, because you are the hero of your own story.